Hello, all Kingdom citizens, and welcome to our XP hunting playlist. This is how we're going to find all of our experience points, start tracking them, and updating our leaderboards. It looks like you guys have found the hunting playlist, which is awesome. And our activity or our goal, as always, is to become comfortable using our player XP tracker and to learn how to hunt for XP in assignments. Now, this last trimester, I kind of made it a little difficult to find our experience points, and I promise this is the only time it's going to be like a scavenger hunt where you're going to want to pull your hair out and yell at me and scream and tip over all my desks. But hopefully, no one does that, except for me, because I'm allowed to, because I'm the king. So the first thing we have to do is open up the XP hunting tutorial from Google Classroom, and boom, we got it. And I will cover 3 things in this tutorial: using the new XP tracker, finding XP, and updating our leaderboards. So let's dive in. So I made something that should look like your Google Drive, which is what we're going to jump into right now, is Google Drive. So go ahead and get that open. My Google Drive obviously looks different than your Google Drive. However, I tried to make it a little bit like yours, and I made my classroom folder red. So let's open up our Google Drive classroom folder. And let's meander over to the 6th grade Kingdom folder and open up that bad boy. And again, mine looks different than yours, but I tried to make it look exactly like what you guys see on yours. Of course, yours is a little messier. We will be organizing those eventually, but not today. Let's just hunt some XP today. So the first thing we're going to do is open up this thing called New XP Tracker. It should be in your drive already, ready to go, and it should have your name after it. Remember, you can always switch between the views in Google Drive by coming over here where it says List View in the top right. You click it. Might be an easier way to find that new XP tracker. Hey, look, King Rod. That one has to be mine. So it doesn't matter which view you use, this one or this one. This one's just easier to find titles of assignments. So let's open up new XP tracker. And this is what it looks like. So if we take a look at it, I tried to keep it as simple as possible. Over to the left, I'm just going to highlight this for you. Over to the left is all the skills we will be seeing in social studies for the rest of the year. Next to it is your skill XP total. And then sliding from left to right are all the assignments that you will have to enter every time you want to update your experience points. So instead of just staring at a blank. So I was just interrupted by Mimi and Andrew. Mimi and Andrew, go ahead and say hi to the class.
Hi!
And now I'm going to get rid of them. Goodbye. Sorry for that, folks. The king is very, very popular, so he gets a lot of visitors when he starts recording. So, as I said, instead of just staring at this, let's go ahead and start using it. So if we go back to our drive, and I'll just switch it back to that view you guys are very used to. That's what your drive looks like. We are going to find a current event first and see what XP is kind of just like hiding in the current events. Now, I know you guys have a current events folder. I do too. I'm going to open it. Oh, I don't have anything in it. I have not been organizing my drive as much as you guys do. So let me just search for a current events. Let me switch the views once again. And hey, look, there's a current events right there. Switch it back. Let's open up this current events and see what's going on. Now, this is a real current events. I hid the person's name, so you have no idea who this is. But let's try to see if we can find some experience points. Now, remember, if we go back here, we really look at these skills. These are the skills we have to keep our eyes out for when looking for experience points: thesis, evidence, analysis, wrap-up, origin, summary, summarizing opinion, and then the Persia social studies skills. So I would say automatically current events only has these skills in it: origin, summarizing and summary notes, and opinion. Let's see if King Rod is correct. Let's scroll down. Well, it looks like we're on track. Here's origin. Here's summarizing notes. and here's opinion, but I don't see any experience points next to them or even any comments. Usually King Rod puts a comment like this one next to these actual parts. But if we scroll further, here is our experience points. Now I did not put XP next to it. I didn't say it was 3 XP here, 3 XP here, and 2 XP here. However, in the future, I will. I told you this first time is going to be a little tricky. We're going to have to actually hunt for them. So if we look at the origin, and actually when I click origin, this pops up. It looks like I got a 3 on origin. So what we do is we go back to the new XP tracker. We find origin. And, oh, wait a minute. We haven't even named our first assignment. Let's do that right now. This assignment was current events. Oh, look at that. Number 3. Let's name it. Current events number 3. Oops. Be good if I could count. Current events number 3. Perfect. So all of current events number 3 experience points. If it offered thesis, if it offered political, it'll go right here. But we know it only offers origin, summary, and opinion. So let's go back and see origin. Looks like I got 3 XP for that origin. Go in here and boom. Put 3. Press enter. And look at that. My skill total automatically updates right next to it. That's pretty cool, Mr. Rod. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty cool. We go down here. We look at summary notes. Click on it. Hey, look. Another 3 XP. Summary notes. 3. Enter. Sweet. Let's see if I have any summarizing. I don't have any summarizing. It looks like it's just the notes. So we'll have to skip this summarizing skill. Looks like this current events did not offer that. And that happens sometimes. I offer some skills for some assignments and not for others. Let's see if we can find my opinion XP. I think you know where I'm headed. Man, this is easy. 2. I got a 2. Awesome. 2. Enter. So that's our first current events. You notice that it did not offer a lot of XP. It didn't offer any thesis XP. It didn't offer any political XP. Didn't even offer any science XP. It only offered these 3 things. And that's fine. That's just the way you're going to have to do it. It does not matter the order of assignments you go into. For instance, let's say I go back into my drive and I find current events number 2. Let's just pretend I find it here and I click on it and I open it and I track my XP. It's totally cool if you put current events number 2 after number 3. It does not have to be in order. Now let's pretend I went through that whole process again. I actually got a 4 for origin on that one, a 4 for summary notes, and another 2 for opinion. One thing I want you to notice is how quickly this updates. This is going to do all the math for you. Try not to touch the skill total side because I have a formula in there that makes it add everything for us. If you get rid of that formula, you're going to have to start adding all of these assignments up yourself. Okay? And let's just pretend again. Let's say I randomly find current events number 4. So I open that one up. And for origin, I slipped and I got a 2. Watch the origin update. Went right to 9. That's awesome. Summary notes, I got a 3. Opinion, I got a 3. Awesome. Now my totals are starting to get a little bit bigger, which is pretty cool looking, huh? You can do this with any assignment. You literally just have to find what skill it is offering. It will say thesis, it will say evidence, it will say analysis. And it is super simple to find. Again, it doesn't matter which order you put the assignments in. You could be super organized and do current events 1 right here, current events 2 right there, current events number 3 right here, current events 4, and so on and so forth until all of your current events are in here. And then you move on to whatever other assignments you have. Or you could just add the assignments as they show up. It's not really all that important to keep it in order for right now because we are kind of backtracking. We're looking into the past to see what we got on these assignments that are kind of old. Let's do one more assignment that isn't current events and see if they offer any other type of XP. We're going to open up Study of Archaeology. I happen to have it right here. And again, so real Study of Archaeology. I got rid of the person's name. If we scroll down, let's see what kind of skills we can find. So here's where Mr. Rod got a little tricky. Part 2 in the Study of Archaeology says identifying unknown or new words. That's actually vocabulary. I forgot to put vocabulary. It looks like I got a 4 in that one. So let's go back to my tracker. Do I have a vocabulary skill in my tracker? Oh, look, I do. All right. Well, let's add this assignment. Study of Arch. That's enough for me. Go down to vocabulary. I got a 4. Sweet. And look, automatically updated. What else do I have in Study of Archaeology? Oh, hey, it looks like there's another word here. And actually, I got 3 more points. So I didn't get 4 points. I think I actually got 7 experience points out of Study of Archaeology. Vocabulary. Nice. Alright, Mr. Rad, what else do you have in here? Thesis and Evidence XP. Real easy. Thesis, I got 3. Evidence, I got 3. Let's add those in underneath Study of Archaeology. 3 for thesis, enter. 3 for evidence, enter. So again, this first time is going to be a bit of some hunting, but as you can see, our skill totals are already starting to show up. If you have any questions, please re-watch this. Remember, always name the assignment first. You do not want to all of a sudden say that current events number 1 had thesis, evidence, analysis, and wrap-up, because it didn't. That's a total lie. I never give you thesis, evidence, analysis, and wrap-up on a current event, so get rid of that. You have to create a whole new assignment for whatever was in that assignment. And if you have any trouble or any questions, please ask 2 people first, and then ask me. Good luck. And I guess I'll just see you guys in class, which I'm probably staring at you right now while you're listening to me. Don't look up. I'm definitely staring right at you. See you later, guys.